Israel-Gaza conflict. Biden calls leaders amid escalating violence. US President Joe Biden has phoned Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas after another day of violence in the region. The international community has called for an end to the escalating conflict. Earlier, Israel airstrikes in Gaza killed 10 people in a refugee camp and separately destroyed the building that housed foreign media organizations. Hundreds of Palestinian rockets were fired into Israel, causing one death. The UN Security Council will meet on Sunday to discuss the situation. US envoy Hadi Amr has arrived in Tel Aviv to take part in talks with Israel, Palestinian, and UN officials and reinforce what US diplomats said was the need for a sustainable calm. Since the fightings began on Monday, at least 145 people have been killed in Gaza, according to Palestinian officials, and Israel had reported 10 dead, including 2 children. Israel says dozens of militants are among the dead in Gaza, while Palestinian health officials say its death tolls include 41 children. The flare-up of violence over the last 6 days came after weeks of spiraling Israel-Palestinian tension in East Jerusalem, which culminated in clashes at a holy site revered by both Muslims and Jews. Hamas and the Palestinian militant group that runs Gaza began firing rockets after warning Israel to withdraw from the site, triggering retaliatory airstrikes. How did the fighting escalate on Saturday? 10 members of one family were killed by an Israeli airstrike at a refugee camp west of Gaza City. A 5-month-old baby, Homar al-Adi, was the only survivor after his mother and 4 siblings, aunt and 4 cousins died. The baby's father, Muhammad al-Adi, was not at home at that time. There was no rockets there, just women and children, no rockets, just peaceful children celebrating Muslim festival Eid. What have they done to deserve this, he told Reuters news agency. A doctor treating Omar said he was in a bad condition. His thigh bone is broken and he was bruises all over his body, but thankfully, after first infection, he is stable. The Israel Defense Forces said Palestinian militants had fired 278 rockets launching from Gaza, with homes hit in the southern cities of Asad, Beersheba and Sderot. The IDF also said many dozens of rockets had crossed into Israel after intercepted by Iron Dome missile defense system. A rocket hit a street in Ramat Gan, a suburb of Tel Aviv, killing a man who was reportedly hit by a shrapnel in his apartment. On Saturday evening, Prime Minister Netanyahu said Israel would continue to respond forcefully, insisting care was being taken to limit civilian casualties. Thank you.